The following program contains adult language, descriptions of fantasy violence, and a general lack of skill, talent, and quality. Audience discretion is advised.
Welcome to Party of 5e, the show where we play D&D, and not just Diablo, set in a Harry Potter-esque universe.
Excellent.
Alright, so we have just completed our mission at the Dragonborn Temple. Phael is leading you all farther and farther west. You guys come out from the area of the trees along the road, and you're heading back down, continuing in a westerly direction. Go ahead and everyone, let's see. Let me roll a d4 and
The good one.
wow. I will take a picture of this and I will send it to the group chat.
Is it a 4?
Nope.
It's a what?
Nope.
Is it a 2?
Nope.
We're running out of options.
It's got to be like on the oblong side where it's not on anything.
It's got
Correct.
To sit on
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
Are you
It
serious?
is flat on nothing because it is standing
Is it
up.
like on the...
Yep.
Oh!
Yep. I am 100%.
No way.
100%.
No way, no way, no way.
Crazy.
No way.
So nothing happens.
So
we all go home.
nothing happens. Completely uneventful.
Episode 4 was chill.
No encounters.
Yeah.
Oh
So there. So yeah, there it is right there. You know, we see the edge of it too. But
Wow.
okay. Anyway, it's
Very
just
When you're the DM, just make it up.
yeah.
The drawback of that specific.
So maybe we won't use
A
that.
void of nothingness.
Right? Maybe we won't use that, and I'll go back to a more traditional.
We were just talking that die up. Too.
I know, right? It's like that's so cool. That's so cool.
It rolls so well.
One-star review.
And now we know why there's triangles.
It's a triangle. You know what the number ends up on.
Exactly. Oh, unless you just fucking missed the dice tower.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, so this is just not gonna happen. Okay, this is just this encounter is not happening. Okay, so moving on. All right, so let's skip. We're gonna skip all of that. Scroll. Just kidding.
I listen to the DM. This side of the table listens.
I hear you. I appreciate.
Whenever
it.
I don't hear the crosstalk,
Yeah,
listen.
when it doesn't overpower. No.
The whispering that sounds like screaming.
Slap. So sorry.
Good stuff. How much drinking have we been doing? Pretty good amount.
2.5 beers is
Nice.
pacing. Man. We started at 4. Yeah, it's good.
Very good. Very good. All right.
Hilarious.
So, it's only been a couple of hours. You guys are going along the road again, and let's see how fast you all get through. On the road, fast. Okay, so uneventful.
Hell yeah.
So I rolled a nat 17. So yeah, you guys go pretty quick, pretty smooth. Couple passersby here or there, no one pays you any mind, and
nod.
so right, a courteous nod,
Yes.
you know, just
Good
as
day.
you're passing by, right? Everyone's super gracious, no issue, no one question it,
No suspicious characters.
not at all. Between a literal nothing, a dice that missed the tower, and a 17, you're all fine.
Can I roll an insight on whatever that is?
Let me roll insight on fine.
Freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
That's funny.
That's fine. This is fine.
If only it was in game, you know.
Good stuff. All right, so you guys make your way down the road, and then Fayal is bringing you all to. I have it labeled as a temple, but it's not. It's much smaller in
We just
scale.
did a temple.
We just did a temple, so I can't call it the same thing. That's ridiculous.
Job, Chris.
Ridiculous. But it really isn't.
It's a mosque this time.
No, but it is a much smaller. It's a much smaller facility because I
Enclosed
can't.
shrine.
Yeah, there you go.
Sanctuary.
Maybe a shrine, a sanctuary.
Yeah.
Those are better. Those are better terms. Let's go with
Shrine
Pick
is
one.
nice.
Should we get co-writer credits? Or-
yeah. All of story by is all of us here. So
Executive producer number 3.
Yeah.
so yes, let's go with shrine. That's better. I like that one. So we come up to another point along the mountain range. Based on the geography and what you guys know about the area so far, we're getting close to the end of the mountain range itself. But we make another stop, another cut through into the forest, into the trees, and you come up to a much smaller scale version of the temple you just saw. As you all walk in or walk up, there's not a platform like this one. You kind of just come to a stone wall. So, who does what?
Fail, go touch the wall.
Speaking of Fayal. Okay. So, Fayal go ahead and he gets down, walks up. Very similar to what happened before. He goes up and he touches it. It glows purple, and the door opens. You all walk in. Very similar aesthetic to what you just saw. Again, much smaller, however. It's probably only about 30 feet square. Inside this little shrine, what we're going to call it, I'll even change it on here. But what you see is a couple different things. In this one, however, you do see things like pews and benches, things where people probably do sit and pay respects and whatnots. What you also see is at the very end of this room is a giant statue. Not to because it's not like we theme.
Quick, find a synonym for statue.
Stone guard. That's my page. Okay. So yes, this one very similar to the one you just encountered. However, so again, it's another 20-foot tall statue. This one is definitely more of the warrior fighter type. What you see is he has one empty hand, but it's in a fist. One hand with a giant club that he's kind of leaning on. It's kind of leaning on the ground. And he has a helm with the lid still or with the mask still kind of up, so you can see its face. Inside the chest, however, is hollow. And inside of the chest, you see flame. There's like a fire that's burning inside of the chest area of the statue. It's just hollowed out, and you see this fire coming from inside the statue. As you all are walking into the statue or into the shrine, you go ahead and give me a perception check. Shocker. probably just be going with yours.
That's
a
a natural 20 for a 22.
Nice. Love that for you.
yeah,
Thanks,
you
buddy.
picking up what they laying down. I see it. I was gonna be a 11.
What else?
11 for me, 19 for Ramarine.
Coloring is
Got the eyes.
those hawk eyes.
Yeah.
Literal.
Literal.
The actual
Literal.
Hawkeye.
No trademark Hawkeyes.
Yeah. All right. So with some pretty good rolls, Arlo, what did you get?
20.
Noise. Okay.
22.
Oh, jeez, guys.
So just about everybody notices. As you're kind of walking into, well, hang on, let me not take that away from you. Are you walking in?
Well,
Yes.
I
Okay.
would say yeah.
Yeah, I think we're walking into the room.
Sure. So as you walk in, there is that aisle straight up the middle. There is a few rows of pews on each side. And you all get, as you look up at the statue, you get the eerie feeling that because you can see the eyes of the statue, it just seems like no matter where you walk, it looks like it's looking at you, right? You get that feeling like when you look at a painting, it's like, looking at me, I don't know. You get that feeling when you look at the statue. And definitely with those higher rolls, you also notice. So if the statue is straight all the way down. In the right hand corner, you see it looked like a fountain. It's like a water fountain with water in it. Over there in the corner. There's also seems to be some kind of plaque or text next to that. Like finally, I could do something.
Someone's gonna point out the text to me.
Right. Yes, and you can probably, based on what you guys have been seeing lately, it's like, oh, it's kind of the same kind of text or writing as the last couple of places you guys saw. So what do we do now? Oh, sorry, one other thing. Maybe kind of important. With those higher rolls, within the flame of the chest, it looks, you could swear there was something in the fire. Like, and with 22, was that what yours? It looks like maybe some type of gem or stone or something that is like inside of the flame of the fire of the chest of the statue.
So since I was right at the pedestal of the last or at the temple, would I recognize that it is a similar gem?
Well, the last one, it wasn't really a gem. It was just like a
Well, like
stone.
it was like a stone. Oh, it's
Yeah.
like just like a stone. Okay.
But here it definitely looks. You can see some color. It definitely looks like some type of mineral or gem or something like that. It's not just plain gray stone. There's something within that phone.
Great. So, Fox, well, everyone, there's a stone right there that Fayal may need to touch to get us into the next spot. But, Fox, why don't you read the text over there on the wall for us, please?
Oh, that plaque over there?
Yeah.
Let's go
Why
take a
don't we
look.
just splash some water on the stone?
Just put the flame out?
Just
Well,
go
we
for it.
read
It's just a joke. You should.
Oh. They're thinking ahead, though. I like plans. Yeah, so I'm going to go over
You don't
and I'm
talk
gonna
much.
read
It's
the-
difficult to tell when you're joking.
I'm developing my.
We're all still new. We're all new here, right? So I'm going to check the text.
Okay. So as you guys get closer and closer to the front, you'll see that both the statue and that water, it's elevated. It's like a few feet higher up on a platform. So there's only one set of steps right in the middle. So you have to kind of go in front of the statue to go kind of to the right of the stage, as it were.
Okay.
So yeah. You're gonna Still up the stairs, or?
I am, yes.
So as you walk up the stairs, as soon as you get to the top, when you actually get to the platform, you start to hear a loud clicking sound, and as soon as you step on that platform, that giant statue begins to move. And so you just hear all the rumblings of stone, and as it starts to move, you hear just as it looks down at you, and he begins to bring up its club. And with that, let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
My goodness!
Holy moly.
Oh, the unassuming shrine. And here we are.
Well.
Oh,
Wow.
it's a 14.
All right, let's see. Give me some numbers.
Left to right.
Yeah.
So 14.
So we got 14,
6.
6.
18.
20 for me, and 5 for Roma.
Okay. So 6, right, Arlo?
Yes.
And 14, was that what you-
Yes.
And
20,
20.
5 for the Haugh.
So you're at the top. Aust. Arlo. Rom. And the statue fucking won. So
Sucks to stuck.
right, so you guys are gonna be able to just barely eke it out. So the rumbling, you're all able to, and all you guys, you were farther back enough to kind of start noticing this before you really got into it. So you guys are gonna have an advantage, as it were, to not get immediately demolished by a stone statue.
And I'm not within 5 feet of this, because it's down the stairs.
Yeah. So at that point, when you get up to the steps and you just get onto it, it's probably more like 10-ish feet from the actual edge of that platform to the wall where that statue is. So that first 20 feet of the room is just the pews and level floor, and then the steps, and you got about 10-ish feet back.
Okay.
That's where so the statue is right in the middle, and then that. And the only other thing that you notice, that fountain is on the same platform, just farther over to the.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like the statue is gearing up to start to start trying to take a swing. Lukthaen, what do your hawk eyes show you?
Yeah. Well, I see my friend about to get pummeled.
Mm-hmm.
So instinctively, I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm just gonna try to stop it. And
Okay.
the best thing I could do right now is to cast some blasty magic. Actually, I don't know if I want to destroy this thing. I could. Probably not a good idea. All right, I'm gonna just use. I'm gonna reach out the arm that now has the illusionist bracer.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast the spell Firebolt.
Okay.
18 to hit this thing.
So first of all, 18 would hit. Yes.
So 6 fire damage for whatever that's worth.
Okay.
And if I see it take any kind of effect, I'm going to use a bonus action.
So yes, this thing is rearing up, and then you hit it. Where do you hit it exactly? Where are you trying to hit it? 18 hits pretty good, so probably wherever you want
I
it.
think I'm actually aiming for the arm swinging
Okay.
down.
Right. So, so yeah, it's coming down, and you take a hit, and it kind of knocks it back a little bit, but it's still giant stone statue.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't do a lot. It you can see it blackens a little bit. It kind of knocks it back a little bit, but it's almost as if a stone statue could be confused. It's almost kind of confused at what just happened, and is going to try to go back again for another strike,
Okay.
or for a strike.
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Hey,
Yes,
hey.
I can do that.
Yep.
18 again.
Yep.
Nice.
So I'm aiming at the arm again.
Yep.
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Armageddon. I'm gonna get him good.
Armageddon.
I'm gonna get him. 5 more fire damage.
Okay.
By the way, when we came in, I don't know how far I am, but I'm just by the entrance still. I don't
Sure.
think I would have.
Yeah, of course.
Any closer.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Okay. So, Aust, that means it's your turn next.
And so like, what's the dimensions of the room that we're in?
So it's about 30 by 30. So you guys can
Okay.
probably get wherever you need in a turn.
Okay, cool. So I think I was kind of probably maybe 10 or 15 feet ahead of Lukthaen, just to get the like parameters of the room like I did. So I guess I'm gonna go up and kind of put myself between this stone obelisk statue and Fox. If there's 5 feet of distance there. Or how close is Fox to the?
So she's probably, when it activated, she's probably about 10 feet away, and he hasn't actually taken any steps or anything yet. So it's like he's just looking down and about to try to hit right now. So he hasn't moved, and there's about 10 feet in between.
So I'm gonna get into, I guess, if there's only a 5 foot space between them. If there's 10 feet, if there's like a 5 and then 5, I'm gonna get in that 5, so I'm still 5 feet away, or 10 feet away technically. So I get 10 feet of reach with my glaive. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'd probably say that, the width of the steps, it's probably 2 people wide. You know what I mean? So you could essentially be next to her, as it were.
Great. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get next to Fox and then take a swing at this guy with my glaive,
Okay.
and that's gonna oh god, it's trying so hard to be heroic. That's an 8 to hit.
So that does not hit. So with your glaive going up against a literal stone statue,
Yep.
right? So the physics of this doesn't make much sense.
Nope.
Try to ka-chink, and your glaive does pretty much nothing.
Don't get a
if we were to track what is it, endurance on weapons and stuff like that, it would not be good for you, but we're not going to worry about that. So yes, you just go clink against the
Listen, I'm a level 2 paladin. I
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
anything
What am I
other
gonna
than
do?
smacking stuff.
so Fox, what are you?
I want to run over to that plaque and try to read it.
Okay. So you do that. You run over the plaque. It's within reach. You know how to read it, and it says, "To quench fire, to quench thirst. Upon thy lips, this water be perched." Okay. So, got half a second to do one other thing. That was really just movement.
I'm going to take a sip of water.
Okay.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So you just take a sip. I mean,
Yeah.
so how does that look? Tell me how that works.
I'm going to scoop my hand and just try to, up, down.
Okay. So when you try to take just a tiny little scoop of water and try to get a little bit something into your mouth, everybody give me a perception check. See if we notice these things happening.
Nope. 13.
12.
So, everyone's looking up here, and you saw Fox go to the fountain, so you probably just watched to see what she's doing, but you probably didn't actually notice what happened when she did that. She's like, why are you going to drink water? We got to kill a thing. So you saw her drink water. You don't know why, but you didn't, because I don't know if she read it out loud. But we don't. You don't know why she took a drink, so you don't realize what it may have done. Really, 13 was nice? Okay. So
I mean, I can let Rummerin roll.
Sure.
Give
I mean, he still
I
is,
try not to,
right?
I try not to spam it, but
Yeah,
he's
but
always
he's
here.
there, right? He hasn't been dispelled or destroyed, so
Oh,
why not?
23.
Yeah. So, so as Rom was coming around, he just made that perfect turn and caught kind of both of these shots, in the same, what I mean, in the same shot here. So when Fox took that little bit of a splash of water, there was just a slight flicker with the flame inside of the chest of the statue, and that is what. Notice these two things happening simultaneously. You don't know why, because you didn't read either. No. But you don't know that.
No,
You know that now,
but you don't know what
but
it's
you don't know. You don't know the connection yet.
Actually, technically,
Right.
I don't know it yet either because it's not Rummerin's turn yet.
Eh,
It'll have to be his turn to tell me.
we can retcon it because it's after Arlo, who's next anyway. But so what's Arlo doing?
Well, I'm gonna run towards the bunch of people that are fighting the thing. So that's
Include me. Include.
so well. I don't know if I want to be included, but so I'm gonna head over there and just because I don't know any better, I'm gonna try to thorn whip like his hand that he's trying to swing with.
Okay.
Let's see. A natural one, so
Man, these are one.
So
so no, I'll just head over to where they are. I'm basically gonna be 10 feet from wherever they are.
So you run up, you try to thorn whip, and you just right. You cracked it maybe a little too late, and it came back and hit you.
Yeah.
So yeah, not great. And we'll retcon and say that you want to say that Rom picked that up on his turn. You want to include that in his turn?
No, I don't want the advantage you're trying to give me.
Fair enough.
Yes, please.
Fair enough.
Think
So we'll
that's
so we'll count that as his turn. And now this brings up the Stone Guard. So he is going to bring the hammer down, literally and figuratively. Fox, why don't you give me should be good for you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Well, that was a nat one, so does it mean I just like automatically fail, or do I get a 6? Like.
I mean, it's not what you need.
What?
So
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna
you're gonna
press my and I'm gonna intervene
Okay.
and basically rewind time and give you another crack at that
All right.
using
So
my
yeah,
chronal shift ability.
yeah.
Do we
Okay.
feel that at all, or is that?
You have no.
Is it like a
Yeah,
deja
you
vu
wouldn't-
feeling? Like what?
Yeah, it probably is.
It's kind of like.
Yeah, like
Oh, don't go this way. Go that way.
yeah. It's like you've seen this before.
Yeah.
Like you can almost envision what's about to happen, and gives you just a slight advantage on your reflexes. And let's see if it actually works.
Nat 20.
That's one.
Hey, that's the other one.
That's one.
That's a good one.
All right. So
Nice.
yeah, I will definitely give you that. So the he tries to bring it down and almost hitting Aust, but he was definitely aiming for you since you were the first one who stepped on the platform. Comes crashing, comes to crack it down on you. You're able to tumble out of the way, and you take no damage. I'm gonna give you no damage for the nat 20. So you were able to just totally, it's Marvel-esque. Okay, you just, you spin out of it, no damage from that, but it comes crashing down onto that platform. Doesn't look like it'd be fun if you were to take that damage, but it's definitely not good. So he goes to bring it up again, and he saw that you kind of got away from him, and so he notices someone else stepped on the platform too. So I'm gonna go after him next. But that was his turn, and it is Luke's turn proper.
Okay. So by now, Ramarin would have communicated to me what he saw, and I would say, "There was a flicker. Keep drinking the water."
Okay.
Everybody, drink the water. And I'm gonna actually. How far am I from the little lapping pool fountain?
As far as Fayal from the lab.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess you tell me. I mean, if the whole thing is 30 square, if you've entered in a little bit, probably.
That means I can get from anywhere in the room to anywhere in the room with 30 feet of movement.
Correct.
Basically.
Yeah. So
I'm going to the fountain.
Yeah.
There you go.
So give me. So for geography, right? You still have some pews. You have the lane straight up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
There's some, like most churches and stuff like that. There's some space along the outside. So which way do you go?
Outside, towards the middle, upstairs,
Cool.
to the right to the fountain.
Now the stairs are only in the middle of that platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the platform isn't too high. It's only like 4-ish feet. It's just enough to kind of raise it up a little bit. But so yeah, you're gonna go to the outside and you're gonna go up. You're gonna go back to the stairs, or you're gonna just try to.
Stairs.
Because the stairs are in the middle, right? Where the big stone creature guy is. Okay. So he just crashed down. You're gonna go around the side of the place and then cut back to the middle to go up the stairs. So that's your movement. What else you got?
You get in like the Friends opening theme.
Okay.
Right?
Like
Just-
into the fountain.
Okay. So let's see.
But I'm gonna be, if I can, I'm gonna take a sip, look around, look at the cavity, see if what I'm doing is doing anything.
Right. So so when you do that, you take a sip, and it only flickers. It doesn't seem like it's really reducing it. If you're just splashing it, you're only taking like a little bit. It's only kind of flickering. It doesn't seem to be doing much else with it. Let's see. Try not to make it too easy. But at that point, it's Aust. What is Aust going to try to do?
So, at this point, I'm thinking Fayal might need to do something with the stone that I saw while we're drinking the water. I don't know. So I'm going to look at Fayal and say, try hitting the stone when we're drinking the water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water skin that I have, completely empty it out, and then try to fill that up fully. And that's my water skin. Regular water skin is 4 pints of liquid. So I have fill it up with 4 pints, and then I'm just going to start chugging the liquid, the 4 pints.
All right, very good. So yeah, I didn't have to make it easy. All right. So yes, you start doing that, and so as you start doing that, you start chugging it down, and I guess everyone else did. Well, I mean, you guys probably know this already by now, right? So when you see someone drinking, everyone else is probably watching. So as you're choking it down, you start to see the flame start getting, a little lower, a little lower. So you probably surmise it's probably the constant drinking of it is what's actually putting it out. And how much did you say?
It's four. The water skin holds 4 pints.
Yeah. So that was probably enough to actually reduce the amount of flame. So once that happens, once you drink, the flame is going out and out, going out, going out, going out, going out, and then the flame goes out. But you still have. But then, what happens next is you see the statue start kind of looks down at himself, and again, with as confused as a stone statue could be, starts kind of looking around, and then again, still kind of trained on you. He kind of watched you go over there, and he's going to kind of start heading in your direction. Everyone, give me another perception check, because you see what happened with the flame.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a 12.
that's a net one.
Rama in 22. And I'm just trying to cheat. Can you not do that? Oh, me 19.
Nice.
19.
Nice. Okay. So, what also happens after the fire goes out, you start to. It seems like when you guys first came in, that stone statue, it was probably very pristine, right? It was probably very well intact. And you guys did some kind of damage. Didn't look like it did much. But now that fire is gone, it definitely looks like that structural integrity, it doesn't. That stone doesn't have as smooth of a finish, as you noticed before. You start to notice those pores, kind of starting to get a little bit more pronounced, almost like the erosion, in age is starting to kind of catch up with it. You also notice, what was it, 24?
22.
22. You also notice the mask on the helmet, since it was up, it looks like it kind of moves also. So, yeah. Everything that you know. So Fox's turn, proper?
Alright, well, I got a nat one, so.
Oh. Well, that was perception, though. That was the
Yeah,
perception.
perception.
But what about your turn?
Yeah, no, yeah.
So you can do.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep it batted away, right? Like I'm just gonna kind of keep it like, sweetheart, Aust. How Aust was. I had to think about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you new?
So we're, we're gonna take a longbow and just kind of keep it at bay for a second.
So go ahead and give me an attack.
That's gonna be 17.
So 17 does hit.
Okay. 4.
Okay.
4 damage.
And despite its resolve, it's only going to take 2. Because of stone, it has resistance to physical attacks. You didn't notice that. This side of the table probably noticed when you took a shot. It's like, I didn't do a whole lot, but yeah, you're doing great.
Hey, for effort, yeah.
Right? You're doing it. You're doing it. Okay. So it's Fayal's turn. I will give him, so let's see. So you asked him to go try to touch or pick at the gem in the middle, but he also noticed the lid of the helm. So he is going to probably some kind of acrobatics check to see if he can climb up the stone statue in an efficient and effective manner. See if he gets anything. Oh man, 17. So he's going to kind of scurry up the kind of go up the legs of it, and he noticed that part of the lid on the helm. So you notice that also. He's actually going to go up to that and try to pull the lid on the helmet down. Let's see if he's strong enough to do that. So he is able to actually go ahead and pull that helmet down. And currently, the creature cannot see very well, so he's going to have some disadvantage. So that's Arlo's turn.
Okay. I will throw a flame at it. At the thing. I don't know if it's going here. 15 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
That's 2 damage.
2?
Yes.
I want to make sure I heard that right. Okay. All right. All right. So, Rom, what's Rom gonna do for us? Anything?
Rom.
Want or need him to do anything?
Yeah, I think I was gonna give Aust the help action because also
Yeah. Cool.
he's gonna go flutter about, especially like now by his face since
Yeah.
can't really see very good.
Okay. Nice. Very good. Okay. So the stone guard now with his mask on, he kind of stands up a little straighter, and he starts to kind of put his club down, and he actually releases it in order to try to take his helmet, to move his helmet back up. So he's actually going to go ahead and click it up so he can see again, and that's basically going to be his turn. So you guys, it's almost like slow motion, right? Because he's just moving so slowly. That's all he has the time to do before you guys are able to do something else.
Where does the club land?
He kind of like just leans it against his like against his leg. He just kind of sets it down, and he's gonna probably go back for it again. So that means it's Lukthaen's turn.
Okay. Lukthaen is going to cast the spell Mage Hand.
Okay.
He's going to send a spectral hand towards the open cavity in the statue's chest
Hey.
and
down.
attempt to retrieve the gem.
Okay.
Nice.
Very good. Okay. So you do that. Do it. I'm trying to like there's. I don't think there's any other like reason, right? Because if he's doing this and you mage hand out, you should be able to just do it. There was a weight limit on it, right?
10 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, still good enough. So
10-pound
Could
gem.
you imagine?
That'd be a thick boy.
yeah.
This gem is 11 pounds, you guys. Sorry.
At least. Yeah, no. So you, you do that. You're within range. You're within limit. So yeah. So, show me how that, or tell me how that looks.
Yeah. So I'm kind of over by the side. Does the hole protrude through the back of the creature too?
Yeah. So it's like the entire chest is just hollow.
Yeah,
You
so
could see through it.
I like to think that, especially as distracted as the statue dude is, he's not even going to see it coming because I'm going to go behind him.
Literally.
Nice.
And literally. And just
Literally.
gently just 5 fingers, pluck it, holding it like this, and it just kind of float back towards me.
Nice.
All right. So you do that. And so what happens is once you do that, it's like it's all happening at once, right? He's trying to turn the mask to his helmet back up. You take that gem from within its chest, and then it immediately just starts to kind of Temple of Doom style. It just starts like to kind of crumble away.
Yeah.
And just kind of comes to kind of a big pile of rubble. However, the club is still intact, still in one piece.
Interesting.
So yeah, so the rest of the statue pretty much just crumbles away, and then the club. It looked like it's all part of the same statue, but it as it crumbles, it does kind of just fall away, and yeah. So now you have a gem. There is a club, and I think that's where we are right now. Okay. Oust.
Oh, we're still in initiative?
Yeah.
I guess I want to take a look at the club.
Okay. Okay. Give me an investigation.
Because I'm so good at that. Oh, that's a 10.
Okay.
Okay. Double digits.
With the negative modifier, by the way.
So you see. You see the club, and although it also looked like it was made of stone, it's very crackly. It looks a lot weaker than it just was. When you take a look at it, and let me just make sure I don't have any other tricks up the sleeve. I think that is, hang on, wait for it. Red.
Startled.
All
Just
right.
doing the anime gasps over here, that's
All
all.
In the background. Okay, so you're actually out of combat now. So I was
Alright.
that was my fault. But you guys are out of combat now. But yes, you once you approach the club, you do see the. It's definitely not looking as sturdy as it just looked like it was about to be. As you guys are all kind of looking around, Haugh is kind of rummaging through the rubble and stuff like that, and he comes upon the club with you all as well. And he's looking around, and it's like it must be here. It must be here.
Are you looking for?
No, not that. He's looking around. He goes up to the club and he notices it's a little crumply as well. It's like, perhaps here. And he's kind of poking at it.
Can I try to pick up like a big old stone and try to
Sure, you can try.
Smash whatever glass thing is inside
Smash.
this club.
Smash the
club.
staff that need to put the
It's it. I think it's in it. I don't know.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
So I guess so you're gonna pick up a stone.
yeah.
I
Try to
guess.
break it because I don't have.
Yeah.
Can I try to
guess-
prevent this?
I was gonna say let's try to like break it open.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. I was
Yeah.
gonna break it open with the stone.
You're gonna smash. Don't smash.
You're gonna break it.
Well, I'm gonna
I mean,
break-
it's what she's trying to do. She's trying to break it.
I'm
She
trying
No, I
to
mean-
try to break it open.
Okay, let me not be
It's in
meta.
it.
Have fun.
Okay.
It'll
So,
be Vincent that has to fix
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
damage you do.
So it's okay. But she's angry, right? It almost came down on her, so she's like, "Well, fuck you too." So she's gonna try to smash it. I guess give me a strength check to see if you can lift a rock hard enough to.
Can't.
And I'll go. This is how it's done, and I'll try to lift the rock. That's an 21.
Yeah. So you very easily find a like a basketball size stone. So you smash the club. All of it goes to dust except the very end of the handle, where the guard was originally holding it. That gets just a little crumply, and you can kind of see something kind of embedded into whatever leftover rock is still in there.
And I'll try to grab that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys pick that out, and then Fail comes. He's kind of pawing at it. Yes. This is what we're after.
And we're all holding this gem like.
Yeah, I was like,
this is not important.
It looks very valuable.
Does it?
was a-
Can I figure out what I'm holding now since I'm holding it?
you can.
Is that what kind of check would that be?
I guess give me. I don't know. Give me an Arcana check, maybe.
Fancy.
My chic.
Uh-oh.
That's
That's
not
not a good sign. 13.
Okay. It's a gem. It's a big chunky gem. But but it's literally what it is. It's a big chunk.
Worth anything?
Seems like it's. Yeah.
Other than physical gold value, yeah, probably.
Other than
How much did it weigh?
9.9 pounds.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Great.
Very valuable.
So yeah, Fael kind of looks over. It's like that was likely some kind of diversion for thieves, so they take that instead of what we're actually.
Oh.
well,
a
we still get
bonus.
it.
Just
Right,
a
just
bonus.
still-
We still get it.
That was really cool.
What color is it?
Yeah.
Let's say it's a big ruby. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
9.9 pounds of ruby.
That's gotta fetch a pretty penny.
Chunky. Actually, you know what? That actually tracks. So yeah, it's definitely ruby.
Fantastic. Love it.
Excellent.
Like in my head, I'm trying to give it an in-game reason, and I just connected the dots. So yeah, definitely.
Are you tracking
Yes.
stuff?
Yep. 9.9.
You're gonna regret that later because we're gonna figure out like just how valuable that shit is.
But now we have 20,000 gold.
Excellent. Yep.
All right.
And then
Buy a
it's
mansion and all
solid
of
keys.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now this is where the campaign derails. We just go hunting shrines for more rubies.
forever side quest.
Well,
So we realize that it's part of the collar, or can we like pull out the crown of it and kind of see if it matches?
well, no. I mean,
Or we just know.
yeah,
It's just part of
Fael
it,
would
so-
know. Like that's why you're here. That's why he brought you here.
Handle.
It was for that piece.
Do they attach though? I think is what Kristen was
These
asking.
specifically do not. You basically have
The
each
top end and
each
bottom
end?
each end of it.
basically,
So
yeah.
you have an undisclosed number more.
Funny how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know.
At least someone does.
Right.
Got it.
Um,
Cool.
Fail. Approximately how many more of these would make a full staff?
There is.
For real though, how long is the staff? Just or this portion of it?
This portion of it, yeah, it's probably about 10ish, about 10ish inches.
Okay.
It had to have been large enough for a
Something, yeah, for a
statue to kind of hang on
handle,
to. So yeah.
Cool. Yes, but I did ask that question. About approximately.
There are at least a few more. He's trying to think.
Yeah.
So he's got tunnel vision, right? So it's just like, well, this one. It's like, oh, and then this one.
Fail, do you have any ancestral knowledge of what this device does when it's put together?
Yes, of course. This is the dragon collar. It is meant as a device, as a way of, as it suggests, to call forth a dragon. The type of dragon that is called is based on a number of things, based on the wielder, and whatever element placed within the crown. Gestures to whoever probably has the top piece. This is what is used to defend against other, not so nice dragons. This is perhaps the reason why I was brought forth here. in order to assist in bringing this back. So yeah. So you guys have a second piece of the Dragon Caller staff. What do you guys want to do now? Well, Fayal's probably just going to gesture. It's like, well, we have everything we need here. Best to keep moving. And leads you guys out. Continues westerly as you kind of near the end of the mountain range, you guys just kind of keep going. It's probably getting a little late in the day for you guys, so you'll probably end up getting into long rest territory. However,
Famously.
what you all does. Back in the town of LA. What we see is as night falls upon where you are now, night falls also upon the city of LA, and waltzing, but strolling very confidently, walking into town with his minions, that dark masked figure that we established a while back ago that your characters still don't know about. He, along with some of his minions, begin walking into... They kind of enter probably around the same area of town where you guys had left, where the dragon first made contact. And so we see more of those dragon guards that you all saw before, but this time we see more than just the red capes. We actually see several guards with white capes and several other guards with black capes. As this person is walking in through town, some of the guards probably, getting a little too comfortable and drinking a little too much. They're kind of stumbling around, and one of them bumps into this individual. And he's like, bumps into him, and it's like, hey, watch where you're going. And one of his minions, kind of takes one of those guards. It's like, you do not speak to Devar Drath that way. Get on with you. And he kind of pushes him away. So this person, Devar Drath, unaffected. He just doesn't even pay attention to this person trying to essentially pick a fight with him. And then he begins to speak. He says to one of his minions, "Find the captain." And he scurries off. A few moments later, he brings one of his other minions. A little bit nicer armor, a little bit finer robes and capes and stuff like that. He's definitely a little bit higher stature in his company. And he comes up to him, "Lord Drath, when you asked me to scout ahead, I didn't realize you would be here so quickly." And Drath says,
"I am not here for your excuses, Captain. What is your report?"
And then the captain then tells him what's been going on in the town the past day or two. Like, well, it started with the Red Dragon Solas. He was the first here. And he's already made his way up into the crater of Mount Tane. He has since been joined by the Black Dragon Tethys and the White Dragon Calyx. Digging has already commenced, but if any more chromatics were to arrive, progress could be accelerated. And of course, the mask that Drath is wearing, no emotion, right? You can't tell if this is good news or bad news. You have no idea what he thinks of this. And the captain continues. It's like, word of slayers has been put forth, but there has not been a need for slayers in this land for some time. I don't think anyone will be coming before more dragons appear. And again, Drath just looks up at the tip of the mountain. No emotion. You don't know if this is good or bad. Don't know if he's in favor of this or not. What we do see, however, we cut to inside the crater where we saw Solos starting to dig into the crater of the volcano. In game time, it's only been 2 days. Doesn't look like a lot of progress has been made, but there are 2 other dragons trying to help. They're doing whatever help they can with just trying to claw at it or use their breath weapons. Doesn't look like they've gotten too far, but as the captain suggested, if any more show up, progress could be accelerated. And that's all we know for now. So you cut back to Drath, and he's again just kind of surveying, and he just kind of turns around. There's some horses nearby. They get back on, and it looks like they start heading back out of the town in a very similar direction that some characters that we might know just went. And that's where we will end this episode.